Welcome back to Don't Shoot the Messenger. It's your host, Juan Torres. Today I got a special guest, Young Knowledge. Yes, sir, Young No. Go ahead and,
Oh, yeah, man. I'm Young No, a.k.a. Lil Bushwick, C to Chuckwick.
Yes, sir.
Long live Bushy Bill for life. We ghetto boys in this ghetto world.
Already ghetto boy shit, for sure. This shit is crazy, bro. Love, this is amazing. Just, an amazing day, come on. Amazing, time to be alive no matter what.
Facts.
It is what it is.
It is a great day.
This is a big studio. I know y'all know it's a little change of pace. I don't want y'all to get used to it for just I had to we make it happen. But back to this conversation. We don't talk about music on this episode. Like I said before, this podcast really isn't about well, I mean, of course, you got
about
work
a variety
coming
of
out,
topics.
but it's about love and that energy. As men, that's our job. To you look at my Instagram, is magnify love. You know what I'm saying? For real,
Facts.
We're men, we have to. Women are the manifestation of love, for real, and the divine feminine. Is the
The masculine and
manifestation
feminine
of love.
energy is a balance in life.
Of course, the two poles, right? Like we're talking about with that energy thing. And as men, being from where we're from, minerals as well, whatever, stars, astrology and stuff like that.
Yeah,
everything
like basically
has something
Basically,
to do with it.
this is like with each individual on this earth, everybody has their purpose. Even the trees, everything has a purpose.
Exactly.
Just like with flowers and bees, they have a whole process. They deal with that. It's nothing to do with us. They don't mess about day-to-day life, but they have to do it through their process because that's their purpose.
Exactly. That's what
you
they
feel
do.
me? So that's just the meaning of life. Like
exactly.
even the sheriff matter, whoever it is, it could be the mailman, it could be the lady who's the lunch lady. That's like her purpose, bro. She meant to be the best lunch lady there is. It's just like that's what she is. But that she could be that person that inspires that one kid that constantly gets negative talk throughout the day, but she says something positive that keeps that person going.
Yeah.
It's just like that's a domino effect of why that person is there. It's a purpose.
Exactly. So
you feel me?
And I love exactly emphasis on that word purpose. And that's I feel like this is our purpose. It's, like I'm saying, with love, magnify it, protect it. You know what I'm saying? And in any way, you have your form of art. I have my own form of art.
Facts.
And that's what I feel like we have to contribute, to this life, to this world, So, just more on that, it's all love, what I'm saying, for real. So let's talk more about this music shit though, for real. Like let's get this. I feel like we should get that out the way, what I'm saying, first.
Facts, man. What you got going?
Man, I just want to know really what you were thinking about music as well, what I'm saying, for real. Like what you think. I was gonna ask you about this before. I mean, we can edit it out before because it is sort of a polarizing topic because but I want to know what you thought about like what's your overall like opinion of XXX Tentacion? Do you like him or did you not like
he's
him
a
like
hot
that?
bro.
Yeah,
amazing artist.
It's just
like,
a personal question.
To all the people that he worked with, all the people that like he done music with, the collective he had with Members Only, it's like I toured and done shows with all them people.
Yeah,
like
so
my main person that was like my main homie, and then he introduced me to everybody else was Craig Zen because he from Houston.
Wow, I didn't
and
know
then
that.
his uncle, he worked with like Rap a lot on the producing side, so it's like that's how it came to when we finally like put two and two together. We started really rocking, and then from there it's just like the rest is history. And then we just kept making music together, kicking it. He being in Houston, wherever he at, we tap in and just came like consistent basis to when he had a Florida tour. He was like, "Yo, like pop out, like we on the road, bet." So like I'm the only person besides him from Houston that's on that whole tour, number Florida artist, and that's when I met everybody in Members Only, DJ Scheme, and everybody else, and like all the ex-homies and DJs through Craig and going on tour with them.
That's dope. That's fucking crazy. So like around what year was that though? Like
that was 2017.
It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking.
It was like peak crazy. It was like, cause I got to go to like X show in Houston, like the only show he had in Houston.
Yeah.
Like Craig got me tickets and stuff, and me and my manager, and we popped out, and that was like crazy. I didn't even get video for his recording cause I was just in the moment.
Lit,
I was just there, and I'm like, the energy was crazy, bro. It was a lit show.
So safe to say you rock with him as a
no facts, bro. Like, man,
like we're saying, we were talking about this before. You separating, art from artists as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, energy as well. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely on his purpose. I feel like before his, his death and shit.
I feel like this when it come to the certain things with. When, like I say, with power of music and the energy certain people have, certain people like literally magnify their energy in their lifetime so fast that they literally touch masses and billions of people just in a short time frame. What we consider it just because like the impact they had to have.
Yeah,
that's just like, bro, it's not gonna be another Michael Jackson. That's just what it is. It's just like he had his moment, his impact that's gonna live on forever. But it's like what he did in real time, it can never be done again because now we have more cameras, we have more social media. You can see Drake out somewhere, you can see this and that, whoever may be that you want to consider in that realm of that. But it's just like it never could be because when you see Michael Jackson, people fainted. You looking at shows, he ain't even saying a word. He just rising up from above the stage or just standing there and people are literally fainting and passing out. He ain't said nothing. Just his presence are having people lose their mind. That's a different type of stardom, like a different type of impact. It's like, bro, you can't replicate that.
Never,
And that's when it come to like, bro, everybody gonna have that boom. Like right now, we have artists who gonna be that longevity that's gonna be like around for a long time. They're gonna be great for a long time, but they're not gonna just stop like die at a young age, like a Tupac's and certain like Biggie's and have that impact because most people they see as legends die in they peak. It's like the what if factor in your mind to be like, bro, what if he still lived to be this age? What he be doing? What if? So it's like because he died, people, all these artists that are so great died so young. So it's like, damn, like he did this so young. Imagine it, you feel me? 5 years later, 10 years later, if this wouldn't happen, and that's always gonna be that when it comes to music because all you listen to back is what they made and like, damn, bro, they had it.
That shit is so.
And it's just stuff happens, bro. Life happens, bro. You cannot predict life. Like my pops told me a crazy quote that I just live by. I said like, tomorrow never dies, we do. Tomorrow never gonna die. The sun gonna shine with or without you. You can get the bad news. Somebody get bad news about you. Something happening to you, but that sun's still gonna shine. That moon's still gonna go down.
100%.
However it goes, it's still gonna be the same cycle every day.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, so
it don't stop, bro.
Things,
it don't. You gotta. You feel me? It don't stop.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so. You know, it's been like that. Like you know, with rapping, like he literally knew. He knew what he was doing. He understood the frequencies. That, you know, after a certain point, he's like, yo. Like this is he has that one song, what is it, Valentine or something like that, which is like they have like a warning on it. It's like don't listen to this while you're driving and shit because it'll make you like it's made to like lower anxiety and shit like that and like relieve stress.
It's like it was like a real song.
It's crazy, you know, like so. But you know that's definitely our time. That's the reason I even bring it up is because I heard I was listening to DJ Academics talk about this how. I'm a conspiracy theorist. It is what it is. It is. I'm a nerd. It is what it is. They're gonna swear. They're gonna swear. I just hate Drake. That is what it is, right? They're gonna swear, but I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I show love where love is due. It is what it is. But
oh man,
but he brought it back up. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about it, and he was like, bro, Drake wasn't looking out for nobody else but X. He said, out of all this time, I knew Drake like. This is the only time he ever hit me up was about X, saying, all the allegations and shit. He's like, hey, bro, I don't want no problems with this and that. He's
bro,
like,
you gotta think like, you gotta think like this.
Out too,
like he's such a big artist and such in his own realm. Like, this how artistry go. Everybody, nothing you hear right now is new.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can ask every single artist, where does your inspiration come from? And it'd be like, this came from that came from that. And somebody who's really boastful and people don't know who they listen to, they be like, oh, I'm inspired by myself. Like, no, you're not, bro.
Exactly. And that's
you heard something else, and then you wanted to make it your own way, which made it a unique sound that people never heard supposedly before because they never done any research.
Exactly.
And that's all it is.
And that's one thing I want to ask you about, like, as an artist, like, what do you think about influence? Like, what do you think about, people using other things as influence?
That's what creation is.
Yeah.
Everybody's inspired. If I can't tell you how many people I see copy Basquiat to this day.
Yeah.
I could literally go through Twitter and you can see so many artists do the same type of art that Basquiat's doing and making thousands of dollars. It's because people just like, it don't matter who do it, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't do things a certain way. I got like a Basquiat piece tatted on me because it's like I actually done research and really like love the art of Basquiat.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not just gonna copy his stuff, this and that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my own realm of what I do.
Yeah.
But everybody just don't have a perspective. Some people just like, yo, I'm really inspired by him, so I'm gonna do everything Basquiat.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm trying to do this to the utmost of Basquiat I could possibly do because that's such a like legendary artist that died at his peak.
And
he died at 27.
Yeah.
That's like, bro, you even reached 30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like. And to this day, his paintings and everything around him is selling for millions and millions of dollars. And it's like people love to just bask in that essence of his greatness because it's just like what else he could have been. Yeah,
like we're saying, added to that legend. Yeah, exactly. And so it gives you a different, like, a real priceless, it gives you something that's priceless, you know what I'm saying? For real. Other people can put a price on that.
It's immortal because if it's left behind, it's immortal. If it's something that you left behind, no matter if it's art, photography, something that you did that people happen to see and happen to love, there's value in it.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And it's all love. It's all, just spreading love and like you're saying about music being you had to, I don't think it was relevant whenever you said that, but you were saying that music is the purest manifestation
like
of
music
energy.
is the purest form of manifesting.
Yeah.
Because just like it's like the most highest frequency to where like no matter who you is, like it's universal. You gonna feel it.
Yeah.
It have to be words. It could be the vibe.
Yeah.
It could be the essence of it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like babies right now that you'll play a certain song and they start moving and start dancing.
Yeah.
When you play another song, they start crying.
Yeah.
It's because that song made them feel something. They don't know what it's saying, but it's like sometimes music ain't got words. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's how you know a
most of
vibes
the
is
time,
real, because
yeah.
you just see if this baby don't even know what's really going on, but can feel like, man, this song is good and you're vibing. Come on.
Yeah, 100%.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is pretty simple. Yeah, and especially with music, you know, I think, you know, like artists that we love the most, I think like, you know, Kanye West, you know, even Drake, you know, they do it simply. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple.
They understand music. They a student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
My pops would say something like, study and show yourself approved. It's just like if you study and really master your craft and stay whatever lane you trying to master the most, and then branch from there, you're going to be the best at it. Because if you never study your competition, study the history before you never really going to get the whole conceptual thing of like what I want to do, how I want to do it, and what's my real lane.
Yeah.
Because then you just freestyling it. And then it's somebody who like not freestyling, they're going to surpass you every single time because you be like, damn, how it happened. It's like, bro, because he really studying and he really applying this and you just guessing.
Yeah.
You like, I like that artist. Let me copy.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. It was like, bro,
Exactly.
focus, lock in, and watch it go up. It's just like, it takes certain discipline though. Like the most disciplined artists are the most successful artists.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick ain't got to drop all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could just chill, but you know when he drop, it's gonna be a masterpiece that is really well thought out. He put real time into, and he put really like brainchild creation to where it's gonna last, so where he could just disappear again for a long time.
Yeah. It don't even matter. Exactly.
It don't matter because he
have
gave you something to last for so long that was so amazing. You like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah,
I got something to
like,
jam.
Geez, like I'm gonna be thinking about this for a minute. Like, hold on, like literally.
It left an impact on you.
Culture shock. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, he does that
All the time.
Sure,
It's a remedy that certain artists do when they know they have that. They just have what the people want.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, that's what I was asking about. You know, about how you felt about X, because you know, also about like with your pops. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your pops was like a type of spitter like that. You know what I'm saying? For real, like.
Yeah, he was like he invented the genre horrorcore. Like,
yeah.
Like he inspired everybody from Eminem to Tupac to Outkast. Everybody, like it's a whole realm of artists. You go to the Wikipedia of the Ghetto Boys, you're gonna see every person, because my pops was friends with Biggie.
Yeah.
He's friends with Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Nas, you name it. Like
Devin, you know, like
Devin will do a Bone Thugs and Harmony, like all of my uncles and stuff. So it's just like, and like Flesh Mob, my godfather. So it's like my life is really hip hop. Like all my uncles are just OG hip hop dudes who really did what they rapped about and really just like was authentic.
Exactly.
So it was like,
and it didn't even. But also, I feel like your dad. He had a good. You know, I watched an interview with your pops. He had a good quote about that. About like new rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like people that, you know, whatever, try to, you know, might not be as like, you know, like we're saying, like as real with what they rap and shit like that, you know, but they also had that in their time as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always
it's a balance, you know, because like, a lot of people, you gotta think like this. A lot of people are great storytellers. Like somebody can tell you what they seen and it's caused inspiration to somebody to move them, and then somebody can tell you what they actually did and lived, which is self-incrimination. So it's best for you to actually say what you seen as an attempt of an outside looking in than in a real time living it.
For sure.
Because there's no details involved to where you literally, because like all it is like some people are too real. Yeah. And that's why like a lot of people won't reach that pinnacle they want to reach, because it's like, bro, if you get past a certain point, you're going to be in jail for like 30 years. Mm-hmm. We don't want you to, like, come on, bro, it's too authentic. Yeah. Because you got to think everything is ran by like a certain structure when it comes to the industry. The Billboard Top 100 going to be whatever somebody wanted to be. Yeah. Unless you really just that top artist, but you sneak one hit in or two hits in, but they got it organized to where they got their people that's paying everybody off and pushing it to where like you cannot like a song, but you like, bro, I keep hearing this song, so all right, bro. Like I guess. Yeah, got no choice. Because it's literally forced at this point. Yeah. So and that's just how it is. That's why it's like an underground way where it's artists like Sesh Hollow and all them and like Suicide Boys, whatever, that they can literally do shows sold out across America and Europe, and you never heard them on the radio ever. You
never will ever hear them on the radio. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But they sell out shows all over. Yeah. It's because like you don't need the radio these days. Like as long as you have a certain base following, you're good. Yeah. But if you're trying to be that BT Awards, trying to do all that other stuff, want that lane, then you can go that lane. But it's just like, no, it's politics and it's really industry ran.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's like the farthest, most unnatural, you know what I'm saying, like form I think of art sometimes. But I mean, it's still love, you know what I'm saying, like still, I guess it's art, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, they already have their, like, you know, their foot on that, like, you know, that the neck of that game, you know what I'm saying. So, but you can always tell, you know,
everybody got their lane. Like X went on tour with the Suicide Boys early in his career. Like a lot of artists like Embrace, and they brought under their wing, or they was a part of the same wave that just impacted on both sides. Like it was just a tour with like Ski Mask and Suicide Boys. They did UK and Europe and all that. And then, matter of fact, they about to do Europe. They did the US, and they rocked out, sold out. Yeah, every show.
That shit is fucking crazy. But like, man, you know, we're just talking about, you know, with your pops and just music and all that too. Like I was just wondering about, like, what do you think that your pops would think about, like, you know, spitting like that, like about, or who do you think he would like today? You know, that's what I'm trying.
We actually talked about that. Like when it came to the music stuff, like he listened to everybody. Like he is rocking with Uzi, cause I be jamming Uzi and everybody and stuff like that. He is jamming a lot of artists. So crazy, like he really, like I introduced my pops to Cardi, like at a Cardi show in Houston. Exactly. Like I introduced him to Pierre and all that. And crazy, it was just like he met my pops way before. Like, it was right before Magnolia went platinum. It was like a Houston show, and it was like crazy, bro. But I introduced a lot of people. Like Maxo Cream, my pops was cool. My homie Q Blood, cool. My pops, like a lot of people, like cool.
Yeah, real cool though. Yeah, but I mean, I can't imagine, you know, your pops' you know, energy. You know, it's all love too.
He was
like,
a people person. Like he was a people person. He just showed love and everybody embraced. Cause like, bro, the Ghetto Boys is like the Southern pioneers of hip hop. Yeah, like because it's a certain amount of groups of people who like came out during a certain time. Ghetto Boys came out like February, like 1988. NWA came out like that September or August of that same year. So they both the pioneers against the rap of hip hop. But just like the Ghetto Boys are already out. Yeah, it been a thing because when it came to Houston, it was just that sound was just unheard of. And then my pops brought a whole different mixture of Jamaica, then Brooklyn, all the way to Houston. Yeah. So he mixed all that together and then gave the people what they seen.
And amazing, bro. It was really amazing. You can feel the energy, you know, in every piece of his art. For you can feel it. It's different.
He really know to have that tone. He taught me something like when rapping with tones too.
Tones, yeah. He really did. You know, it doesn't matter like, you know, his size at all. Like whenever he was on the mic, he's
he amplified the biggest little man, you know. Like bro, people really scared. Like people know like my pa stood on business. Like he was one of the guys that literally. Oh, it's not my fault. But he's one of them guys that really stood out, that really was himself, like to where he didn't have to do too much, where they already knew what he was on. Like he'd be a wild card, but it's like, bro, that's Bill. Yeah. My dad never changed, so you never ever expect nothing different. So people respected that.
Man, it's just amazing, you know. And so, you know, with him coming up, you know, I'll just, you know, because, you know, I was telling you outside as well, you know, my pops coming up was, you know, of course, you know, in love. Ghetto Boys, you know, he loved Tupac. He loved, you know,
the real music, the music that like that they grew up on. That was them, like Ghetto Boys and Tupac. Come on,
amazing, bro. Like, yeah, it was, you know, Scarface as well. You know, man, Willie D, all that. You know, all love for sure. You know, like straight up, just Houston legend. This shit is, you know, amazing. So like, but that time coming up, you know, we would always be banging on in the truck. You know what I'm saying? This shit was. You know, he had an old Jeep, but he always had the system in the back, and so we always would ride around listening to Ghetto Boys and shit like that. It's just so crazy, bro. For real. It's dope.
Too, my pops. But, I had introduced him to Lil B. Like me and Lil B real tight. That's my homie, bro. We got like our own group, right? like a group called the Bush Boys, bro. We turned like we got our own, like every project I drop. If people like listen to every project, they gonna see that's a Lil B feature on every project because that's what we do.
That's what's up.
Every single one of them. Like any EP I drop, he's on there. Like that's just something we do.
You know, we love Lil B. Of course, we love the bass guy. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, the purest form of energy. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Like,
he a real dude. He's super smart too.
Bro, what? Of smart. Yeah, like, come on.
Homie, smart. That's my bro.
You got to be smart, bro. Like, have this type of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had, you know, with the YouTube shit, like coming up, like, no, he was like,
his
bro,
own person. We had like real talks, bro. Like, music, everything. Like, he just know, like, bro, he in his own world, his own lane. Like, he really just killing it.
People forget that he was on that cypher with Kendrick. Like, that shit is crazy.
Bro,
you know
come on, bro.
Like,
he was on Double XL with Kendrick, the same Double XL.
Like, Mac Miller, right? Mac Miller was in that too?
Yeah, bro. It was a very legendary class.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that shit is wild, you know? Like, wait, you were going to say something? You were going to say something before that? I think I cut you off.
Nah, you good. Nah, but like that was crazy working with him. Like we did some dope music together, and like we just sent the files back and forth. We didn't have to even record them in person.
Yeah.
It was just like I sent him a beat, we'll open on it, and he'd just run it, and I get my engineer to chop it up, make it this and that. Then we drop it, he'll push it, and we just keep, you know what I'm saying, keep it going every time.
Hell yeah. Nah, I love his shit, you know, and I love music, period, and, you know, because we love energy, we love, you know, putting out.
Oh, one more, Paul Wall. I did one. I got a song.
You got a song, Paul Wall?
Yeah, he on my remix, one of my songs, Rivers is Fake.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
He on the remix.
That shit is crazy.
We did that at Sugar Hill Studios. We did it in person, though. My pops was there.
Wow, bro. That shit is lit. Dope. That shit is super dope, bro.
Yeah, Paul Wall.
Hey, man, I went to Jersey Village High School. You know, he went to Jersey Village High School.
For real?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how like long he went there, but they got a picture of him in there too.
Oh man, I know that's legendary.
Him and Chamillionaire, like, bro.
What?
Yeah, they both went there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know
that's
that.
Crazy. You put me on game.
I was like, damn, that shit crazy.
That's
like,
hard.
Yeah, that shit is pretty crazy. So, but anyways, that's my street cred.
Yeah, you like yo.
I went to high school with. Nah,
he's like, come on, gotta rap, stop playing with him.
Yeah,
it's Houston history, man.
Come on, nah, but like we're saying, you know, just about energy and, you know, music putting out energy. Like you said, I don't think it even matters, you know, like what we were saying about before, you know, sometimes about the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just with experiences that I've had, you know, as well, you know, like the best type of experiences that I've had, you know, I feel like, you know, it's really just that feeling. Sometimes you can't even.
It's a vibe, bro.
Sometimes you can't even, you know, explain that feeling, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the best artists do that the best, you know what I'm saying? Like can provide that vibe, you know what I'm saying, that vibration.
Like,
that
I like, my thing is when it comes to certain production, I like finding the samples that the producers use. That's just my thing. Like, I like knowing, because I be sometimes I flip it and I do it my own.
Yeah.
So like I love classics, bro. I be jamming.
Yeah.
And I love my music chopped and screwed too, but I listen to the regular version. But
yeah, Houston,
it's just like they made their own sound. That chopped and screwed music just another.
Nah, it's a different, it's a different lane. And it's a different just vibe. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's a way different vibe. We're just chilling for real, like really chilling for real.
Man.
Like we gave that to the world. You know what I'm saying? This whole like lean.
Shout out
culture,
OG
you know
Ron C, my people, DJ Candlestick.
For sure. Shout out, man. You know, I love all that Don Toliver. You know, their chops with them. Their shits are hard, super hard. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Stop playing with
man. What, you know, speaking of Don Toliver, that's how, you know, we had met up at that concert. That shit was, you know,
that Don Toliver show.
Dope, bro. That shit was super.
Where was it? 50. What was it?
5306. Yeah. There we go. Shout out 5306. That's my people's spot. That shit is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that spot is lit.
Yeah, that spot.
That was a crazy night, bro. You rocked out.
Yeah.
Man, look, hey, I had the party going, man.
Yeah, for real.
I had it going, man. I'm gonna turn up
bro.
every single time.
We didn't even know, bro. We were just chilling, you know what I'm saying? We were just, you know, showing love, and then like I was really just right there with my people. I had never even, you know, that was my first time meeting him. I think it says like his third time, his third night, the third weekend that they were out there. So it's pretty new, you know. But I know his older brother, and he's, you know, he's helping me out with this podcast, you know, vision, you know, movement, you know what I'm saying? He has another spot right there on right off 45 called Buena Vida, and it's a lounge, and you know, it's dope. So I had just ran into him, and he was like, bro, like, it's love, bro. What the hell? Like, me and my brother talk about you all the time, and so, you know, we're all just showing love. Got to that section, you know, taking shots, and they're like, damn, what?
Turned up, and we turned up.
You know what I'm saying? So man, that shit was just super.
It was a great night, bro.
Just straight vibes. You know what I'm saying? For real, that shit was dope.
I'm telling you, and now we here rocking out.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and Don Toliver, you know, my opinion on Don Toliver too, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, he's not the most, like, you know, lyrical.
Bro,
he's
a great artist.
He's a great artist.
Entertainer.
He provides that vibe. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? For real, like,
he knows the vibe. He know how to, like, captivate an audience. Cause,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
The man be doing shows in the Netherlands, bro. The man from Houston doing shows all over the world.
And so we talk about that vibe, you know what I'm saying?
That is the vibe,
for real, bro. For real.
Like,
that shit is crazy. That shit is dope, yeah. So, as men, you know, coming up as, you know, under their pops and shit, you know, I know my pops, you know, put me on a lot of game, you know. I just wanted to, you know, get your insight, you know, how coming up with your pops was that, you know, I can't imagine, you know, the type of wisdom your pops must have, you know, instilled in you.
Every now and then it be me and my pops, bro. Like, main things I learned when I got older, like when I was a teenager on the road with him, like,
yeah, you were saying,
like being on point, you know what I'm saying, paying attention to how you move, what you say, how you act, what you do, and just like always being mindful of other people's reactions and your reaction and what they cause. So it's just like I always like move at a certain pace with things. I don't rush things. I ain't gonna be in a rush with something. I don't force nothing. It's like everybody don't have the same risk or have the same like losses as you. Mm-hmm. So it's just like you can react a certain way to something somebody make you feel, and then after that emotional move, you just lost everything you like built up and then they ain't lose nothing because it's just like they ain't had nothing to gain. They ain't had nothing to lose anyway.
Yeah.
So now it's just like a win for them because they just pissed somebody off that literally had everything they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's a constant just be mindful of what you're doing and knowing that like, okay, if this is what you want to do, be ready for what that's come with.
Yeah.
And so like I just learned a lot just paying attention to him, how he moved, how he reacted, or just our engagements or what we done. So it's just like, all right, bro, like I see what it is because the industry is its own world. You gotta think like he always like he told me like in this like last interview we did, it was like fame is mirage. It's like being stuck in the desert and you thinking there's water, but it's all in your head. That's what fame is. Right now, you can see somebody is famous and love them, but then you see something they do is switch in your brain. And you like, bro, nah, I don't rock with them. They nobody to me. Yeah. But at one point in time, they'll show everything to you.
Yeah. Because
that's all fame. It's awesome in your head. It's in your head.
It's all about
with
the
money.
image.
Like right now, if everybody be like, bro, these hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars don't mean nothing. Yeah. This is worthless. Yeah. It will be worthless. Yeah. Because it's a thought process and it's a value put on something that makes it valuable. Exactly. Like right now with any designer clothing you see, it could be $10,000 for a shoe to look beat up and somebody put it on and buy it. And you like, so bro, I could beat my shoes up right now, look the same like that shoe, but it's like people will buy it just because of thought of it being that brand. So valuable, it's a thing in your head, status, bro. It's so funny to me because it's just like when you get it, you get it. But like that's why I live on my own terms with things. I see things very, very different than everybody. But it's certain people who get it, I'm like, cool, you living that way, cool. But I just know like I've been doing what I'm doing, doing what I'm doing because it's interesting to me to see people react this way to things. That's why I'm wearing my own brand. I got my logo. Yeah. I'm gonna rep something. I'm gonna rep something that's me. For sure, he's 100%. It's my legacy. Like, it's my thing. I gotta push that's everything that's me because they gonna push them. Exactly, and that's crazy. You know how many people, how big they, manifested that. And that corporate entity, you know what I'm saying, to be able to hypnotize people into that, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it really hypnotizes people into think like that's how the world is, you know what I'm saying? But that's how... It's a hustle. That's how technology is, you know what I'm saying? You a hustler, you getting hustled. Yeah. Or you a mutual that's like trying to break the cycle. Yeah. It's that way. You're outside of it, you're either in the game, looking at it, or you're just outside of it, not even playing it. It's some people that don't have a moral compass. Yeah, for sure. They don't care. They do anything for $1. Exactly. And that's what scam their grandma. 100%. They don't care, bro. Exactly. It's just like, bro, it'd be what it is. Like, that's just how some people are built. Like, you're a product of your thoughts, not your environment. Because I know certain people that from certain environments that really turned out well. I've been in certain environments and I flipped my mindset. Because I didn't grow up like every celebrity kid grew up. I just made my world different as I got older when I seen certain things. Yeah. Like a switch hit in my brain. I was like, bro, just like I knew it was more, but like now I really realized. And I started tapping in a certain way as my thought process and then moving in certain ways because everything is actions. Yeah. People could wish and dream and be like, oh God, I'm praying that I be this. Like, bro, if you're not doing nothing, I promise it's not gonna happen. Yeah. You could be praying for thousands of nights, 3,000 nights, and it's not gonna happen because it don't work like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's like faith without works is dead, no matter what you believe in. Exactly. So it's just like, that's how I live my life, by actions, not by faith. You know what I'm saying? Because I mixed everything together. I can't just like have one way of thinking. It has to be both. You can't just be it's the yin and the yang. You never seen just yang. Exactly. It's a balance of anything in life. I think that's a very hard term or ideology for people to understand, and I think we all get there, like you're saying, we all get there at a certain point where you step outside in the mirage, you know what I'm saying, and you like look at it and you're like, whoa, okay, it's what do I want to do with my life, and what do I want to do with my energy, and that's what I really, what I want to do with this podcast, with this, we're talking about purpose, As I was telling you, this is a thing that was an idea in your head, and then you took an action on the idea, and that action turned to a whole situation. Yeah. And that's all it is right now. Exactly. Literally, this is a thought in your head, and now we sitting here at your podcast. So I'm like, that's what actions is. It's plenty of people say they want to do a podcast. Yeah. You be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna start this one day. Hey, bro, you started a podcast? Yeah, like 5 months later. Man, I'm gonna get to it. Or with anything. And it's just like with anything, but it's just like, bro, it's so many, like, I tell people, like, the graveyard is where dreams go to die. You want to go see where dreams die, go to the graveyard. Yeah. Because there's a lot of what ifs and potentials in that graveyard right there. 100%. So it's like, if you're going to do something, do it. Yeah, exactly. You're going to be an author, start today looking up, okay, well, I got to do this and that. Boom. All right, you better start writing on Microsoft Word or whatever it may be. And type and get a rough draft out just so you getting a start. A feel. At least you can say, okay, how to progress on the book. I'm about 50 pages in. Oh, that's cool. Like, you're still making progress. You got progress. You're not just like, oh, yeah, bro, like, I'm going to get to it. Like, I'm still thinking, I'm still plotting on the, like, bro, do it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
tomorrow never dies.
100%. That's what I want to do with this. You know what I'm saying? For people that's listening, for really it's for like the next generation. The reason I started it for real was the COVID, post-COVID era. I feel like the kids coming up right now really like it's a different world. It's a completely different world. We're trapped in it's just what we choose to do with our energy with it. So so instead of I don't know. I try not to.
Everything's
speak too
a
much
tool.
Into, yeah.
Everything's a tool. It's like how you want to use it, because right now everybody walking around with some in their pocket they think is a phone.
Yeah.
It's a computer.
Supercomputer. Yeah.
Everybody has computers that can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we all got these computers in our hands, we're giving so much information that some people use for entertainment, some people use it as a tool.
Yeah.
Right now, it's easy to distract you on social media and entertainment because you can be laughing all day and scrolling and joking. Next thing you know, you're in your bed for 10 hours and you did nothing productive.
Yeah.
Because it's just like that's what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
But if you want it to be that, you feel me? Because it's so 100%. Easy to get distracted. But if you have an intention set behind with a vision, it's like every day I'm doing something I'm supposed to be doing. Ain't no way for me to get distracted by some social media post with this something that's silly that ain't even giving work my time and energy. It's making me no income. Me watching their reels, if they got it monetized, I made them money, if anything.
Yeah.
Because social media, I get paid from reels. I post a reel, I get paid from each reel I make.
Yeah.
So it's like I know for a fact that person making that content is getting paid from my viewership.
Yeah.
Because you get paid off watch time.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know that. Come on. That's game. But yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just a big, like, that's that what you choose to do with your energy. But like you're saying, that purpose is above that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what's going on in your daily basis. You know what I'm saying? You really have, that's what I think is important.
A vision that separates everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody.
That purpose, really understanding your purpose. Cause then, like we were talking about outside, your artistry is, just an extension of that, like how you're moving in the world and shit like that, your
purpose,
energy, your vibe,
your purpose is anything that's effortless for you, that doesn't cause you to think too hard, that feels so natural that people think it's a job to them, but it's literally just you living your purpose for you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
No more, none less. Because like with music, it's second nature to me. I can go in the studio right now, make a whole album, me and the producer lock in, and we just make some crazy, we drop it. Like I've done, when I had like I worked with certain managements and certain investors, I literally threw a whole listening party and dropped the project in 1 week and went on the news in the same week.
Yeah.
I made calls and boom, set up a listening party, got a host, got the club section booked, got the flyer made, hit up the news person, set up the news interview to promote my project on the news, announce the project dropping, and announce the listening party the following day, all in 1 week.
Yeah.
And dropped the project on that following, bro, I'm talking about crazy, but it was from a phone. And I've done that, and it's just like, it's crazy what you can do. Yeah. It's like, bro, you gotta just lock in. I didn't have I just had a plan written down. So when they see my plan, they was like, oh, they like, yo, I could do something with this. Cause it's like so happened that they put two and two together when I met these people, and it's just like, bro, it worked.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I was talking to, I don't know who it was. Actually, it was an Uber driver. The other day I was going to the gym with my cousin, and she was doing YouTube and stuff, and she was like, I was just talking to her, I was like, what made you want to do YouTube? And she was like, oh, I had seen this one influencer, and she was saying, she liked her videos, whatever, and she said that she had a masterclass one day, whatever, and she was like, so I watched it, and then blah blah blah, this and that. She ended up meeting her, and she was like, well, they hit it off, whatever they were talking, and then she ended up flying her out to Atlanta, like. Wow. It was her birthday weekend. Like, she didn't let her pay for nothing. Like, it was crazy.
It'd be like, bro, you'll meet certain people who believe in your dreams more than others around you, because it's just like that have that tool to use to implement it and put it on a whole different scale with your way of thinking. Yeah. It's like, because a lot of people want to help certain people, but it's just like you crossing in them pathways when you following your purpose.
Yeah. And you're not going to be at that spot unless you
take applied action daily. Like, if I say I want to be the most successful artist, I want to be the most successful this and that, not saying I want to be in competition with nobody else. I just want to be the best version of myself.
Exactly.
I have to practice and study every single day and apply it every day in some form or fashion if I want to be that. Mm-hmm. If I don't want to be that, I'm a slack. I'm going to get my energy to something else, this and that. Because you got to make money. So you got to hustle and do to make your income. Yeah, of course. But then that little time you have, because, all right, this how I'm going to put it. It's 24 hours in a day. Mm-hmm. Let's say you're supposed to sleep 8 hours. You're supposed to go to work for 8 hours. Mm-hmm. That's 16 hours already. Mm-hmm. And then, so you're supposed to be 24 hours a day, so now all you got is 8 hours. Yeah. You ain't did nothing you want to really rock out and do yet. This and that. You slept. Yeah. You feel me? And then it's like you went to work. Yeah. Like, so bro, you don't have 24 hours in a day, bro.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, exactly.
You don't have that much time.
Yeah, even,
maybe if you're trying to really just like handle your business. You got stuff you got to take care of with the if you got kids or people got this and that and certain 100%. Tasks. It's like, bro, you don't have that time. Mm-hmm. It's an illusion. So it's like you really got to value that free time you think 100%. You have 100%. When you have it.
Exactly.
Because it's an illusion, bro. You don't have 24 hours, bro. Unless you get no sleep. Certain people, I sleep for a few hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes I sleep 8 hours, depending on like what I got planned.
Yeah.
But it's
still,
like
you're gonna get that balance.
It's on your schedule. It's like a schedule you're gonna have to implement in order to really maximize your lifespan.
Yeah, hell yeah. Exactly. And it's like Joe Rogan. Well, it's not Joe Rogan's quote, but Joe Rogan has this quote on his fucking take these alpha brain pills sometimes, whenever I do a podcast. I didn't take one this time, but but it has this thing that says, I think it's like Sun Tzu with the Art of War. He just says like, you don't make iron hot, like you don't. Yeah, it's like you don't make iron hot by heating it, or it's iron is hot by like constantly like striking. You strike it always, like basically saying you always have to be like striking. You always have to be prepared, like keep on hitting.
You gotta stay ready, so you gotta get ready.
And yeah, exactly, like like exactly staying ready to being at that spot for in your purpose, saying, or whatever you do, saying.
It's in your path.
You gotta be there trying to get it because it's eventually when you're striking it, eventually it's gonna open up. Saying.
Fact.
And. Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful how that love just spreads, saying, for real, shit is dope. That's good.
Nah, facts. Good, so it's just like I say, bro, everything a domino effect. Everything always gonna be what it's meant to be when it be it.
For sure.
It's none more, none less, because I feel like you're only giving what you can handle. Like what I can handle, everybody else can't handle. Because everybody's giving what they, like I said, everybody's giving what they can handle. Mm-hmm. Nobody's ever giving more than they can handle.
Yeah.
It's like I can't handle the way you probably can handle that, and you can't handle what the pressure I got on me.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't walk in your shoes, bro, because that's not my path.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's like some people get distracted and they get confused when they kind of merge themselves too much into somebody else's world.
Yeah.
And they lose themselves.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why even people get in relationships, they gotta find a balance of like you gotta be embodying you,
100%,
and leading you, and then so y'all don't end up getting lost in the process. When you like when you get separated, you like, who am I?
Yeah.
And that's just the process. Like people gotta know themselves. A lot of people get in anything relationships from friendships to relationships, whatever it is. If you don't know, like know yourself, trying to embody who you are, you're gonna lose yourself because everybody around you is an extension of you.
Yeah.
It's like if you had like a breakdown of your personalities, you could literally name each of your friends or certain ones that match that vibe. You got you like, oh, that's the funny homie, that's the this and that, smart, or this and that match who you are. Yeah. And some people might even have autumn characteristics, but it's just your friend group because you're gonna vibe with who is like you. Mm-hmm. Simple.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's super, super crazy. Just about vibe, just creating that vibe. And I think period. Like that's what I'm talking about. You had my bad. If you had a call, you can take that call if you wanted to.
Yeah. We can take a break.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
Let's take a break real quick, man. We gonna be back on here. You feel me? Yeah, we back, man.
Yes, sir.
With my guy, rocking out.
Hell yeah! Like I said, I knew it would be, just straight vibes. As soon as I ran into each other, it was like, bro, Bushwick Bill son, like, yo, what, bro? Like, and I knew my pops was like looking down, like smiling, like, bro, this is crazy. Like straight up, I was like, it is crazy for real. And it's just full.
It's a real time. It's a real moment, man. Just real people linked up. That's how it be. Cause like how I move, like I just move like off pure intent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just be myself. That's all I know how to do. Like anything else that's not myself is forced, and it's like, why would I do it to myself? Because you have to keep up that same mystique and same extra.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's too much, and that's why everybody rock with me, and I just rock with people who themselves, and I'm just like, yeah, bro, that's what it be.
That's what we were talking about on my last podcast as well. Like doing just what comes natural to you. And whatever it is, whatever form, like whichever avenue you want to do it in, but just do you spread love, it's
to the
love.
max
for real. And that's what I love for. That's the type of shit I love. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say right now that I forgot. But anyway, we just talk about
man. You can start again.
Yeah, it's all good. But we just talk about this music shit. But who are your favorites right now in this music shit? Or do you even?
No, I got some favorites. Like trust me. Of course, Uzi. Uzi go crazy. Like me and him tapped in like 2016. Every time he come to the city, we lock in like over the course of years.
Yeah.
And like, there's plenty of pictures. You go to my Instagram videos from years back, all the way to like right before the pandemic or right 2020 or something like that. And then like right in the midst of the pandemic. So it's just like. Yeah, bro, it's a lot of moments, a lot of times, like, artists I rocked with, I did shows with. So, like, Uzi, Dom Kennedy, let me see. I rock with 21, you know what I'm saying? I rock with, it's a variety, like Nas Hard, Joey Badass,
yeah,
Capital Steez and all them, like the whole, like, Power Wave, like, and Kirk, then, like, let me see. I'm trying Mick Jenkins, he hard. Yes. I listened to this a while ago, like
crazy. Yeah.
The Waters project out there project for me that I was like I really tapped into them, and then it's a variety. It's a lot of artists, man. But hold up, let me see. The artist Sid SYD.
That's what I was gonna say as well. Maybe not even in this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know,
different.
Like,
there's
real,
different
like,
artists. Like she dip and dab in the rim too. Of like, it's like a mixture. But Tyler Creator hard too.
Of course, like he's bro. Like we're talking about like
and Lil Wayne
influence, bro. Like I feel like Tyler and X, like, well, of course Tyler influenced X. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Like, I don't think
unorthodox flows.
I don't think there would be a Tyler without. I don't think there would be an X without Tyler. You know, like
I think it still would be because I don't feel like I ain't gonna lie like that and be like all his music is bro. Like you gotta think. Like,
I'm not saying
you listen to X
direct,
music.
Yeah,
X music so diverse. I can't lie and be like that. Or just like I feel like he just inspired by everything. Bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's direct, like
of course.
But I think that like just that energy putting him out, like even like your energy, like your pops and shit like that. Like bringing that energy out there, bringing it to rapping and music. Period. Like. I think that Tyler Perry, he influenced a lot of people to, step out, cross that line, cross that boundary, say whatever the fuck you want to say. Cause like, he
got that artist that horrorcore, that ghetto boys. You listen to my pop's music, bro. And when I first really heard my pop's music, understood what was going on, I was like, all right. Cause I remember I was like 18. I was probably like 17 when I was on TV with him, like on this, it was on this show, like they did like a whole thing on the Ghetto Boys and stuff like that. And like I remember we went shopping that day and like I got stuff to wear and we was like recording and stuff. Went to my grandma's house and she's on there and everything, and just like I was young and they was asking me like my rap name and asked me like what I inspired by music, like my pops, this and that. And I'm like, I was saying certain things. I was like, bro, this is really totally the opposite of the type of music my dad makes, bro. Yeah, like, I think I didn't really comprehend and get, like, I heard certain things. I didn't know that it was like, I heard certain songs. I didn't know it was like, okay, yeah, Pops was wilding.
I mean, because you can hear like Mind Playing Tricks. I mean, you could be like,
because
okay,
I think it's crazy, a variety, but then when you hear his like solo and like the Chucky stuff and all the crazy stuff, so you be like, yo, and like it be lit though. Like he has his own lane, but it's like, nah, it ain't that. It ain't, bro.
It's nothing for public.
Yeah, if you, nah, bro, this is some crazy stuff. Talking about barbecue broke legs and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
All type of.
But it's hard, but it's still hard. Like you feel that energy for real. Like exactly.
He really make you feel like he was there. It's like a scary movie in the song.
Yeah, his presence for real. He still delivered his presence no matter what over the mic. Crazy, like one of the best for sure. With that presence, microphone presence.
Man,
for sure.
That guy there, one of the best hype men in hip hop ever.
For sure. That's amazing. So just with that music shit. What I was saying, just with new people with new music, like you're saying, out of it. I keep thinking about it. But I was saying, Tyler definitely influenced them.
Yeah, he's inspired by, like he mentioned my pops in the song. He mentioned my pops in the song. Like and then like
started then a Bushwick.
Yeah, and then my pops is funny. Yeah. He responded to it. My pops was like, he told me, he was like, actually, he said you're a foot between life and death, and I'm not a foot tall. So he was like, bro, my pops be so literal because he's so smart.
Yeah.
So he was like, because literally, you're literally a foot between life and death, and it's like that's factually proven. Like literally one step. You feel me? So it's just like, and it's funny because like that's how my dad think. He was so detailed, and it's funny when I think about how like I do things and how I make music. It's like I told you how my wordplay when we was talking outside. I was like, bro, I be thinking of words inside of words, like double entendres. Like I love like, I don't know. I started with poetry and then I went from that to writing hooks and verses and stuff like that. But it's just I've always been a type of artist. My metaphors and similes always been crazy, but I have to do too much around the subject matter. Yeah, it's like you'll catch it. You be like, whoa.
Yeah, and that's a different. That's different from like what's. I mean, it's not really different from what's coming up right now, but it's just like to keep investing that much working and stuff like that. That I don't know. It's just I definitely I definitely appreciate artists more like that. You know what I'm saying? You can. I mean, I appreciate all.
I ain't gonna lie, it's easy. Like bro, at this point, I freestyle. Somebody paid me like a few bands for an EP, and I freestyled 4 songs, and it was hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about crazy, lit, like the vibes. I ran 4 of those tracks, and that's just how it was. And they got what they paid for. Like, and I even helped them. I was like, hey, yo, you should do it this way. Cause I was that invested. Like, I'm just like, I really do this. I ain't gotta like be extra. When somebody say on the spot, all right, do this, bet. Are you trying to get a 16? Bet. I knock it out. Like, I ain't gonna play with my craft because I just know what I got. Like, it's something that everybody don't got.
Yeah, for sure.
Or art. Right now, it could be, we see a picture of a cartoon, I'd be like, all right, give me a pen and a pad, and I'd sketch that cartoon out from what I see because that's just how I've been. I want stuff for art, and I've been an artist, like, all around.
Yeah.
I don't just make music. I know how to paint and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I do it in my spare time.
Be able to, portray your vision for sure.
Everything. You got to embody everything you is because that's like you wasting God's talent he gave you.
Yeah, for sure. Like
that's why I got back and started painting more again because I was just like, bro, like, I realized my homie was like, bro, if I try to do this, it's going to be like, screw. I was like, wow, bro. Like, I didn't really be getting sometimes like, bro, what's second nature to me is not second nature to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I could just pick up a pen and draw whatever I see sometimes. Like,
yeah.
It's easy to me because it's just in my head.
Yeah, for sure.
But then somebody else be like, all right, draw this. And they look like, oh, I'm like, damn, I be forgetting that that's not,
like,
that's not regular.
Like that. Yeah.
Like, even when it come to like basketball, people can't spin the ball on their fingers.
Yeah.
I can spin on all my fingers and knuckles.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, bro, nobody can spin the ball. Everybody can spin the ball on their finger.
I thought it was
like
it was
normal.
Yeah, cool.
Like, but it's just like everything's not normal. It's just normal to you, and that helped me really get like, damn, okay, you got to use these certain things, these random talents you got just for your life purpose.
Well, it's
all the energy thing.
Really think outside the box for real, like, cause like you're saying, not everybody has that same thing, but we all have our own something that back we can give. We all have our own
something to give back to the world. All of us got it, and it's like some people ignore it because they get complacent.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, I got my bills paid.
Yeah, and that's
I'm happy enough living until I die into this cycle because the only thing promised in this life is death. That's it.
Yeah.
One thing nobody can't lie to you about, like, that one day, like, I know. It's cool. It's like it's gonna happen. That's one day. But it's like that's one thing that's promised. So until then, between those 2 dashes, you gotta just make the best of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because all it is you start with a number, you end with a number. What you do between these numbers is gonna make the impact outlive the numbers that you live. Simple.
For sure. Yeah.
Like my dad, like bro, he's been gone 3.5 years and it's still right now. You hear people listen to his music and see his people stream him and all that stuff because like he gonna be around forever. He left an impact in the world to where he was before streaming and he's getting streamed.
Yeah.
Like
crazy. Amazing impact for sure. Your dad definitely had a crazy
impact. He on a Chronic album, bro.
Crazy.
Come on, man.
Amazing. But hold on, you said that he's
on a Chronic album on a song. The last song on the Chronic album called Stranded on Death Row.
Did it even
Snoop Dogg and RBX. It's on there.
Where is it at though? Like
everywhere. Go to YouTube right now. The Chronic type of Chronic album. Bushwick Bill, Stranded on Death Row. It's there.
Because I've never heard it's always
you gotta listen to the whole project.
Some
people just listen to certain songs on the Chronic album. They listen to that.
You said the Chronic. My bad. I thought you meant the. I thought you said Detox. My bad. Chronic. My bad.
The Chronic album.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, for sure.
He's on that project. He on there. He got songs with a lot of people, bro. He's about to do a song with Tupac too.
He was really respected and just like we're saying with that presence, like, man, that shit is amazing.
He did a lot of random side tasks, like side missions. Like, he tell me certain things about like to do acting. Yeah, bro. Like I call them all side missions. Like when you do something outside your crap, people usually know you for. I call it side missions. He did the movies, he did the TV shows. He was an original gangster. He was in the Martin Show, and then he was in it was this one movie. I forgot Who's the Man. And then he was like on a lot of classic 90s movies and 90s TV shows, and it's just like it was organic. He told me how he got up on the Martin Show. It wasn't like nobody asked him. He ran into Martin at this Jack the Ripper show in Atlanta. It's like this famous showcase people used to go to. Mm-hmm. He talked to him about like putting like people of his stature on a bigger platform. You look at the Martin episode, it's literally like he really implemented and stood on business and showed the world like, bro, you could be of his stature and still do things on a large scale.
Yeah,
you don't have to be a normal sized person to be the impact of the tallest man in the world.
For sure, it didn't matter at all.
And like people were respecting him so much because he really stood on business. It's like, I'm gonna do this. Like, ain't nothing I can't do. And it's like, you making excuses. That's why I can never make an excuse.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I seen my pops do the impossible. Like, the man got shot in his eye, came back to life. Then I was born years later, had kids, lived more to rock out and do more shows, go platinum and gold, keep going. And then just keep living and then have a whole nother like 25 years.
Yeah.
And see his kids grow up. And see me rock out and do shows, and I'm showing him footage of me crowd surfing, and it's like, bro, your pops jump off speakers.
Yeah.
He was on that type time. He was on that, and I'm like, bro, and it's crazy. I jump off barricades. I be doing all type of wild stuff because I just like, that's just how I live. Like, I like involve myself with the crowd. I don't care if I got a cord mic, cordless mic. I'm gonna be in that crowd with them people because it's like, I'm a person of the people. Like, I just love just like really just showing like people like, bro, you ain't gotta have 10 people on stage with you to get the crowd lit. If your music really that, like, if you see all my shows and all my footage, I'm on that stage by myself. I don't let none of my homies on stage. If anything, I probably let everybody come on stage on the last song, if that. Cause it's one of them songs where I know I build my playlist and by BPMs, where I know by the last quadrant of the whole playlist, I already have you in that certain BPM to where you loose and you start moving around to where now it's that song to where everybody start dancing and vibing as I end the show. And that's just how I measured out my stuff. For sure. And it's like, cause I really paid attention to certain things. Like, I really detailed like that. And it worked though. It's like my remedy. It worked every show. I seen how it went from, I turn them up. Oh, you just meeting me? All right, bet. Let me give you my most turned song to intro you. And you get to see, oh, he hard. Like, and then you keep going, like, oh, yo, he really, like, there's 2 songs in, he not missing. And then the third song, I'm still going crazy. So it's like, but I'm switching the pace. And then by the end, you got my song Cash Walk around the time. It's like at 100K, so I'm on like SoundCloud. That was like one of my first songs that really like, it shows word for word by the end of my playlist. And they singing the hook back around again and they rapping it back to me. And I'm like, yo, this lit. Like, this is a song I made while I was in college, going to the south side of Dallas and recording this in somebody's closet at their crib with this engineer that worked with legendary artists. And I'm over here and it's like sounding so crisp and clear and he's getting he's getting 80,000, 70,000 streams around that time on SoundCloud. And it's like, bro, this lit. Like, it's showing like how the impact of just a thought put into action. What if I didn't put that song out? I put a snippet out. I seen in the internet was going crazy in the snippet. I was like, oh, this is hard. They interacted. I'm like, when I dropped it though, it's like, oh, this is crazy. But that was around the time I was rapping on YouTube beats and stuff. I made sure I contacted the real producer. And cause it's like, bro, this is around the time nobody's really getting beats off produced. Like, bro, you was finding what you find. If you like this certain artist, I'm typing this certain style beat. And that's what it is. And as I got older, I actually I got main producers and engineers but it's just like most people came up off them free beats. I mean, because that's what you had at your access. You young, you ain't got it figured out. You like, bro, let me go ahead, switch this up, boom, boom, and run it. And then it got turned. And that's people just streaming my stuff. And then I own my stuff. And I'm like, that's when I started even seeing more of an interest in it. And it's like the unique sound of it. It was lit, bro.
I feel like that's a lot of artists main barrier, like finding that production and like finding a producer, like
your
sound, artist, for sure.
It's so important
for sure
because maybe
you might want to make it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you don't even have that like skill set to make it. That's why you actually have to go and find a producer to work with somebody. You know,
nobody can do it by himself. My OG told me this saying. He was like, "No one man is an island." You feel me? You cannot do it by yourself. You can't. It's impossible. It's like you have so many talents, but you're gonna need assistance in some part. Even if you gotta have a motherfucker hold the camera. It's gonna need something to happen.
Even
like,
the simple shit. For sure.
It's cooperation and like collabing. It's like how the world works and how the most successful people, they don't have just themselves. They have great business partners and certain associates, people they deal with that take them to the next level, that play a big part in their whole empire. Without those people, they are nothing. Because it's like it trickle down. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't be, at one point in time, you're going to be that employee, that boss, that this and that. And to the point where you get you can like, all right, let me separate my role. But everybody has to be an employee at one point.
100%.
And then you work your way up to understanding how the world works and how it works. And then you keep building. It's just the people who stay in a certain mindset where they're stuck. You like, why he's still at a low level? Life is like a game sometimes. It's like you can't play with people, but at the end of the day, you don't want to try nobody, but it's like, you know, at your level in your mindset, where you trying to go in this. What tier, what level you trying to be at? Like, it's infinite. It's up to you to really just
it's like they say,
it's
like,
all in your head, bro.
It's like they say, be careful what you wish for, you know, like, because, you know, you'll probably get it, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing, you have to be ready for it. Like we're saying, you know, like with your purpose, you got to put yourself in that position to be ready for it.
Because sometimes you can manifest something you don't want.
Yeah, exactly.
And you be like, bro, I thought I wanted this, but I did not want this. 100%. Like, I remember times like where it's like I manifest something, like, well, I didn't get the whole perspective of what was going on, because I was just like getting like, okay, you could think something it could be and you could act on it, and it's like this and that.
It's that momentary thing. Like we're talking about
it's like, yeah. And so like I remember like before I did South by Southwest, I like, it was like November 2015. I wrote down on the paper, I was like, I'm gonna do South by Southwest. I'm gonna do this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then it came to South by Southwest. I started getting hit up. I did like 5 shows in 3 days, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, and it was like my most crazy. That's my first time going to South by Southwest. I'm doing big shows like with Illy God, Lil Uzi, PNB Rock, Uno the Activist, like everybody, Cardi. I'm doing shows with like everybody, bro. Yeah. And this is like literally like from me writing down on a piece of paper and taking action. And I remember it like, I'm like, that's November. The show South by Southwest is not until March. So 5 months later, it took for that to manifest. But a lot of people be thinking in their brain, like, bro, it ain't coming, it ain't happening. Like, bro, it took 5 months for what I wrote down to come to be real, bro. Yeah. It might take people 5 years, 10 years, but like it took a couple months. Yeah. And it happened. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I rocked out and just built my buzz more and more and more. And I met a lot of artists. I already tapped in with Uzi more. That's when we first met. And then he had a show in Dallas. It was a show with Rich the Kid, Lil Yachty, Uzi, and Cardi. And it was like it was a Dallas artist too on there. And it was the Profit Bar in Dallas. And like, I knew the person that was the host. His name is Mecca. Right now, he got a venue in Dallas called Creators Don't Die. And that's where like a lot of artists will go to that venue in Dallas and use that venue. But basically, like, he was the host, so he got me into the show. And I'm on backstage and I'm meeting all these people. I'm chopping up with Uzi. And he's like, yo, lock me in. I got his number and everything. And we chopping it up. We take videos and pictures. And next thing you know, I link up with him 2 weeks later at South by Southwest. Well, I'm just chilling, walking on 6th Street, my homie. And I ran into him. I was like, yo, what's good? He like, you remember me? Like, what's good? We tapping in, chopping it up, taking pictures. His security makes sure we're scanning the area. People start to notice it's him because it's 2016. It's peak Love is Rage. Like, this is Uzi really forming to who he is. Yeah. And being the entity that everybody like loving, like he's getting to that level now. Yeah. So it's like we all just vibing and kicking. He's like, y'all gotta run to my hotel, do a show. And I ran into Wale in the same spectrum. So I'm chopping up Wale and he know who I am. I tell him who I am. He like, oh, bet. Ooh, we tapped in. And then the same time too, Sway and them was inside this club. They like, yo, better go in this club with Sway and them, blah, blah, blah. He like, yo, Uzi's like, I'm going to my hotel. I got a show I'm about to do. I'm like, cool, I'm going to tap in with you. I go in the club with Wale and them. I get my homies. I bring my homies in. We in the section, me, Sway Lee, all of us, his DJ, all them. And we rocking out, vibing. And then Sway like, bro, you drink? I was like, yeah, bro. By the end of the night, he gave me a whole bottle of champagne. Like, somebody said, here you go. Like, bro, it was like a great night. Yeah. And mind you, this was spontaneous. This was nothing planned. And I'm like walking on 6th Street with a whole bottle of champagne, chilling. Yeah. Like, vibing. It was a great fucking night.
That's when the best shit happens. When like, you
random,
don't expect the shit. You
random nights, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, I don't know. That's one thing I've been like, you know, definitely like trying to do more in my life, you know, for sure. Like, just lower my expectations for really anything.
You can't expect nothing. Expect the unexpected. It's just like you prepare for the worst, prepare for the best.
Yeah, you know, like the more you try to
be ready.
Yeah, exactly. The more you try to, I think, you know, think about the stuff. What does it say? Is like if you're anxious, you're thinking about the future too much. If you're depressed, you're thinking about the past too much.
And if you're at peace, you're present.
Yeah, exactly. In the moment. But I mean, man, it's crazy. You know, like, I don't know, to be in the moment. You know, to be at peace, of course. But of course, you want to be forward thinking.
But even that,
like,
it's
just,
like,
you know,
I feel like being in the moment is just like submitting to what reality is right now. Yeah. It's just submitting to it. A lot of people don't want to submit to the moment. 100%. It's like, that's all it is.
Want to fight it and be like,
and once you master that yourself, it's just like letting go and like, bro, I'm going to be here now. Whatever the fuck going on in life, whatever is happening.
I'm going to try to be ready for it.
It don't matter because it's like, I can't change nothing within my arm's reach right now. Yeah. Somebody can be getting hit by a car or someone can be happening all the way blocks down and we don't know what's happening and I can't do nothing about that. I can't stress myself about that. Yeah. What I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm supposed to be like, bro, let me hang and beat myself about it that I'm blocks away and something happened I couldn't control. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. But it's people who do that every single day.
Like, I mean, you know, we all have relatives and stuff be watching the news all day. Like,
every day, that's trauma. That's trauma-based. Like, I don't watch the news, bro. I stay informed, but I don't watch the news. Yeah, for sure. Because it's just like, it's so much negativity put into your day, bro.
And it's programming. Like, it really is programming.
If I wake up right now and I hit my toe in the corner of my bed and I'm like, bro, it's the worst day ever. I promise him I had the worst day ever. You like, why is everything going wrong since I said that? Because you literally put that energy out there.
Yeah, for sure.
You literally did it. Once that one moment, you turned that moment into a bad day. And it's like, that was all on you.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's all perspective and choices. That's all life is, perspective and choices. How I perceive things, and then how I react to them, and that's the choices I made. Yeah. It's like a video game, how they got the options you make, and you choose that option. You like, bro, if I want to do this and that, then you chose that option, and that option have that outcome, and that option have this outcome. That's life is, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Literally, why you think we relate to video games and love GTA so much?
The reason
it's simple.
Laughing, the reason I laugh is because it's,
it's
like,
real.
It's real, but
it's real, bro.
It is real, but
like,
it's
bro,
just so that's like that simulation like theory.
We love
that, like,
the Sims. We loving the Sims. We loving the GTA role play. We love all that stuff because it's like it's real, bro. It's me walking on these streets, these cars. Everything I'm seeing is what we see on a day-to-day basis. That's why we love real action. Yeah, like that's what it be.
Shit is crazy. You ever seen this movie Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I don't think so. I don't know. I watched a lot of movies, but I be forgetting titles sometimes.
For sure.
I'm really a movie person where I've seen bro.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't watch a lot of good movies, but I can't say I've seen like all the movies, but I know ones I like in my categories of movies.
Yeah. I keep on bringing the film group A24. I don't know if you know A24. They make a bunch of the like best scary movies of like
I feel like horror movies, huh?
Yeah, scary movies. Like they made Midsommar, they made Hereditary, and
because I don't feel like I heard them before.
A whole bunch of crazy ass scary movies, but they made this one too, and it's not really like a scary movie. It's just a crazy ass. It's an amazing movie. It's about the multiverse. How every decision that we make, branches time into another different timeline and shit like that. So we're saying
I got domino effect, butterfly effect, all that.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Like whenever we even talk about that, like. Because they literally, it's like, it's on a grid, you know what I'm saying? Like you can see the grid that branches off into like every single thing. And so like she basically can like look at life, like she gets a like bird's eye view basically off that grid, and she can see different pathways where she
There's people like that right now though. There's people right now who could literally step back and be like, all right, bro, what's going on in my world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
we all have
people,
that. We all have
everybody
that.
have that.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
People have that, but some people don't use it.
Just to be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like some people just like subconsciously do like how everything around you is in your subconscious.
Yeah.
If I consume a certain, it don't matter if it's food, if it's certain conversations, or if it's certain things on social media. If I consume whatever I consume the most, I become.
Mm-hmm.
If I watch somebody that constantly hates on people every single day and watch them be negative every day, I promise you I'm going to gain that energy, have some type of energy that around me that just like I subconsciously don't like that type of whatever's going on.
Yeah.
And that's just like what happens. Like even with music, like I be mindful of certain songs. I listen to a variety of artists. I listen to like all types of genres.
Yeah.
Like I got a whole unreleased project like with Sid from Slipknot. Like it's like people won't even think. It's like bro, we got an alternative hip hop project. I did that at his crib in Iowa, bro. Like locked in for like a week straight.
That's crazy.
And it's like that's something people wouldn't expect. But basically, I'm saying like it's like when it comes to music, it's all getting embedded in your subconscious. I listen to somebody saying every day in my ear that I'm talking about, I don't like these people. I'm gonna shoot him. If you look at me crazy, he dead, man. Bro, that mean right now somebody can react to me, and even though I probably ain't even like that or somebody not even like that, just because it's in your subconscious, you're gonna react in that manner because it's already in your brain.
Yeah,
it's already embedded into your thoughts, and that's why it's like frequencies is everything, bro. Everything is around you. Like people talking negative, it's all a connotation, it's all energy. You gonna feel that. You like, bro, I feel bad when this person be saying this, or this and that. So it's just like, bro, everything matters.
Even
just
body,
don't think too hard about it, but just be mindful because you can't control your environment to an extent.
Yeah, you can control what you consume. Like you can control what you what you can only control
to an extent.
Yourself.
Like a lot of stuff is variables. A lot of stuff you can't control. Like you can't control everything, bro. You lose your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like it's certain things you can manipulate in your world, but it's just overall certain things just variables you got to just be aware of.
Yeah, for sure. Like when we're saying about just being the best version of yourself, a lot of people won't do that, and not tripping too much about it, but like even we were saying about like with your body, we're energy beings. You know what I'm saying? Like of course we know we're made of muscle. Our
brain is the strongest muscle in your body.
Yeah,
literally most powerful.
We're also like magnetic. You know what I'm saying? We emit energy. We emit light. You know what I'm saying? So like when we talk about sickness as well, like that's also like a form of energy too.
It's this thing. It's like it's 47. The universe is like 47 billion or something like 4 billion some years old. It's something like it's this. I gotta get this quote right, but like, or just like this.
You don't gotta get it just right, yeah.
But it's just like basically how the universe. We are the universe because like it's basically the frequent the energy currents and everything's inside of us is like match how the universe is, and it's like it all like even in your eyes, you look in somebody's eye. You look into like when you look into the telescope of the universe or Saturn of a certain thing, it looks like how I look to the cortex of somebody's eyes. It looks like the universe.
Yeah.
When you really look into somebody's eyes.
That's just crazy.
It's wild, bro. It's a trip, but it's just like it's in all of us, bro.
Yeah,
we all one with self. You feel me? Everybody,
100%.
Certain people master themselves, certain people don't. But it's just like that's just the trials of life. Certain people don't get it till they 70 years old, 50 years old. Some people get it when they 15 or 13.
For sure.
That's why you see certain people become millionaires of certain things or hit a certain status quo in life early or peak. People will call it because they happen to crack it early. Like something happened to switching their brain and where they just end up just getting it.
Yeah, understand
real
that.
fast. You like, how the hell this man? Already, that don't make no sense, but it's just like, bro, he figured it out.
Yeah, and it's
he might got it from somebody or some this and that, but like, it's knowledge, bro. Like knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is like wisdom is applied knowledge.
Yeah.
So it's just like you getting that from certain key people. I learned that, bro. You can literally change your whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
And understanding, you gotta have understanding to be able to call like to really get it.
For sure, that's why it's definitely important. Protect your energy and just surround yourself with people that that won't hinder that energy.
People that push you, people that literally like they say if you surround yourself with 4 millionaires, you could be the 5th one. I'm constantly around people who making millions of dollars, and if I don't touch an M, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Sure. That's literally I'm just there over here
it's on you
struggling, and these people over here living their best life. It's like, bro, I can't even kick it with y'all.
Yeah, come on,
because I'm not even gaining nothing from this.
Yeah. Come on.
Like if I'm supposed to be learning and soaking up game and like, what's your investment? What you doing? Like, bet. Let me see what applies to my world works. Okay, let me move this way. Let me save up this and put this in my portfolio to invest into that and see that quarterly income. Yeah. It's like it's certain things like you'll just hear that's so detrimental because I feel like financial literacy is like not accessible to everybody at a certain point, but now it is. In certain demographics, is not accessible.
I think education, period. Like
education, it's certain important. It is to an extent, like depending on what you see. Because if I just see the same stuff every day, like I say, you become a product of what you see. Yeah. But really, it's a product of what you think when you change.
What you become. Yeah, like we were saying before, like this is that philosophy. Which is Rene Descartes. He said, "I think, therefore I am." Mm-hmm. And that's whatever you.
Key thing though too, I would say what a man thinks in his heart, therefore he is.
In his heart.
Not. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because. We are also not our thoughts, you know what I'm saying? We're not, we can't be attached to our thoughts like that, you know what I'm saying? They come and go, just like emotions, but like, for sure. So I get what you're saying, what he thinks in his heart, he becomes, because you could think certain things, come and go like the breeze, but depends on what you really internalize. Yeah, like you're saying, for sure.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I think that's that's what I just want to do. Spread game, spread love with this podcast.
That's all about. That's all it's about. You gotta learn. You gotta reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just like you gotta really put people on game. And really just like understand that like everybody's a vessel in this world, no matter what you is or what you teach. If you even teach somebody how to be a mechanic, teach them whatever it may be, it's like you taught them something that's gonna be a skill that outlives you. It's a domino effect.
Yeah, 100%. And that's all thing we can do with our this short little time span. In the grand scheme of like the universe, like you're saying, it's so long. For us to even think that we can change the world or do anything, what I'm saying. At least what I feel like we can do with our short time here.
We could be the best. My pops told me, he said, one thing you could do, like the least thing you could do as a human being is be a decent human being. He said it's practicing common decency. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, I took that into consideration. It really set with me too. I was just like, bro, that's crazy because some people just can't be decent. But it's just like they can, but they don't want to. But it's like that's the least you can do is just be common decency, bro. Just common respect. Just you ain't gotta do the most and like worship the flow they walk on, all that extra. You be like, bro, I love peace and blessings, respect, excuse me, whatever this and that, passing by the person, whatever it may be. You ain't gotta do the most. But it's like some people, they can't even just embody and just be like, bro, that person matters just like I matter.
Yeah.
Don't mean you gotta, like I say, worship the ground they walk on. It's just about simple, common decency.
It just comes from that foundation. Like what we were saying before, like how you are as a person, like, and that, that comes from a variable of different things, what I'm saying, how you were brought up, how, like you're saying, what you believe in your heart, different people get.
Some people just surviving.
Things. Yeah, exactly. So
some people survival mode.
Exactly. So you're just in that mode, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you might believe something in your heart, but then also sometimes people, put that in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Like you're in that environment, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't got no much of a choice.
I
think
it is. But in the certain environments I grew up in, showing emotion was a weakness. Because it's like you're so vulnerable, bro. You sweet, like you weak. Like, bro, why you so in touch with yourself? Like, why you just know yourself so much?
Yeah.
It's like people didn't want to dig, so they rather have a hardened core to where I don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
It's points where you don't want to feel nothing at times because just like, bro, why would I express myself if it get viewed this way?
100%.
I might as well internalize that and use that energy a whole nother way. Most times it's using a negative way.
Exactly.
So people are fighting more aggressive because you ain't expressing how you feel. So therefore all that's sitting on you.
100%.
You walking around with all this baggage and it's like, bro, you could let all that go.
Exactly.
You got like 4 bags on your back every day.
Because like we say, you know, you are what you think, what you believe in your heart, you know what I'm saying? So really you don't have nowhere else to put that. You're putting it in your heart, you know what I'm saying? You're putting it in your mind. So eventually
internalize it. It's like a bomb.
Exactly. And you see
I like that switch.
Yeah.
Once it gets to that point and that spark ignites everything else, what happens? It blows up.
Exactly. You see the effects of it.
It blows up, bro.
Exactly.
It's a switch was hit and it blows up. That's what people do. Like when people who took so much and not express themselves and not found an outlet, they just blow up. And it's like, bro, a lot of people don't have emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things would be so avoidable in the world. People literally just knew how to react to situations, like not emotionally.
Yeah.
It really was aware and self-awareness.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I know what I'm doing, how can I fuck up?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If I know the action I just took right now, if I know if I swing on this person and I get an assault charge, if I just drive him for no reason, then I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like going to jail. I don't want to pay these charges. It's so avoidable. I want to go home and have my regular routine.
100%.
And a lot of people moving off emotion. And it's just like, that's where most of the world problems come from, is people just acting off of just a fear thing, anger, or a momentary thing that's causing a trickle effect in life. Every night you're going to hear, every day where you pass by, you're going to hear some sirens. Because it's always going to be something that's going on, because that's not something that's common.
Yeah.
You're going to see an accident, you're going to see something on the news every single day, because it's not something that just stops. Like, you can't snap the world. Hey, everybody be self-aware.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not like that. That's why it takes certain people who have that in them to like influence the masses in a way to where they can get like, all right, you can practice self-awareness and change people's lives around you. And they go talk to their moms about that, and their mom talk to their aunt, and their aunt talk to their kids. And it's just like, now you didn't pass to your whole bloodline of self-awareness. So I tell my mom certain things that change her life. Well, she do affirmations and she think different because things I taught her years ago.
100%, bro. You know, and I have a son, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to make the world as best of a place as I can for him, you know what I'm saying? For sure. And instill those same things in him, you know, and make sure that he does that as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, that's our job, you know, and man, you know.
You gotta teach, you gotta prepare your child for the world.
100%, bro. And
the best way you can.
Yeah, exactly. And I really appreciate having this conversation with you, bro. I think it's about time that we wrap it up.
Not for sure.
Yes, sir. But I really appreciate you coming through and
bro,
having
this
this conversation.
Bro.
You already
appreciate
know it's love.
You.
For sure. It's, you know, fucking first and many, bro. But
hey, man, it's love, man. Like I say, this is the hardest podcast, man. Y'all tap in. It's one of the ones.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, have a good one. Yes, sir.